Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Tim, and in this video we'll be restoring my subframe and mount the fuel tank again. We'll see paint dry, I'll lose my hair and end up hurting myself a little.
Don't trust epoxy. Oh, fuck. Now I have removed and installed bushings on an E39, but I haven't actually done so on an E46, so I guess we'll just have to try and see what happens. All right. That's one bushing so far. Beforehand, I've actually been successful at just taking a drill and running, not on an E46, but just taking a drill and then drill holes all around and then push the inner part out, leaving the outer part exposed. And then you can grab something like this and have this inside the bore. You know, you just simply uninstall it temporarily, push the blade in, install it again, then this blade will be inside here, and then you can crack the race or the outer part of it, and then hit it with a punch or something to kind of bend it in, and then it'll pop out. But I do hope that the pullers that I do have will be able to actually remove these, so I don't have to resort to any weird tricks. I've also seen people who just kind of use a torch to burn them out. I wouldn't really recommend that, at least not if you're doing it inside. But yeah, whatever works. Let's see, this one goes there. Then I need something to, whoops. Will this work again? Yeah, I actually think this will work again, okay. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Good. All right. Now I'll just need these here, but these should be a lot easier. I do have a lot of, yeah, and maybe something, yeah. Okay, and no. Okay, so 2 layers of paint. There's a little bit of corrosion a few places that I can't actually do anything about, but other than that, it's looking pretty good so far. I'll just give it one more layer of paint and then let it dry, and then these are ready to install. All right, this one has been blasted. I think I'll need something to just kind of clean up the bore here, run a file through and make sure that everywhere the bushing sits is nice and even. Then we're going to install the actual bushings and then we're going to paint it. Once all the bushings are in, we're going to use this product here, Brunox. It says it's a rust stopper and primer in one. It's a rust converter of some sort. We're going to give it 2 layers of that, and then we're going to use some spray on, Hammerite spray or something like that to make it look a little bit better. But I haven't actually used this before, so that'll be interesting to see how it works. As far as I know, it's a clear solution that you paint with a brush or anything on it, and then it turns dark. Then you do that twice, and then you can add whatever paint of choice you'd like. But I guess we're gonna find out. But first, we need to make sure that the bushings can sit where they're supposed to. Then we're gonna install the bushings and then take it from there. As you can see here, there are a lot of little imperfections that we need to fix. Also, for instance, there's a slight lip. We need to fix that as well. It appears there's a bit of damage here we need to fix with a file, but yeah, let's get on it. That's better. Let's see, something like this and something like this. Honestly, you could probably just use WD-40, but I decided for this one I try and use the BMW recommended assembly aid, they call it. They say that it disperses kind of like WD-40. It goes away after some time, and this one should do as well. Let's see. And arrows pointing forward. I could use this to push it in at least. don't think this will work because it's only laying flat on the inner side and not here, but with a little bit of luck, we can do like this and then just kind of get it started. I actually think we might be able to drive it home. Yeah. Fuck. Now the old one I removed protruded about 8 millimeters or so, so we're just gonna try and see if we can match that. Nine, okay, 1 millimeter more or less. I don't think it'll matter, so it does sit flush as the old one did. That means there are literally only these two here left for the differential. Text up like this. Text up. This one here should be able to get it going. Do I have something? Ooh, this one. Now these here are also supposed to sit flush right here and poke in towards the differential. All right, that's one. And there it is. Good. Now I just need to clean up my mess and then I'll try out this rust converter thingy. Well, let's first blow it down. Some acetone. Now, being this is an epoxy-based rust converter, you really want to make sure that you don't get it on your skin. They might say that it's safe and all, and it's safe in the sense that you don't actually inhale any fumes, being that it's a liquid here, but don't trust epoxy. Now, we're actually going to do a time lapse with this one, and I'm only going to paint the upper side for now. The reason we're going to do a time lapse is because this is supposed to turn into some kind of black color, so we'll try that instead. A timeline, see what happens.
So this process actually took me 2 hours or so, and the Brunox was fairly smelly, so I had to open the window. And what you don't see in this recording is that before it was actually installed, I obviously painted it on the underside as well, both with Brunox and the Hammerite paint.
Okay, paint is now dried, and I guess you can use it as a primer, but you definitely do need to paint it with something afterwards as well. In that sense, I kind of like this Hammerite direct to rust metal paint a little better, as it works both as a primer and a paint, in my opinion at least. But I guess this is a pretty good foundation from which we can just add more paint. So that's what we're gonna do. So here it is, the final result. It's not perfect in any way, shape or form. The better solution would possibly been to have it powder coated for a better finish, but this is good enough for me, and it costs near to nothing, and I don't have to involve anyone in it, such as a guy who can powder coat it. Arrow here, arrows pointing forward, arrows pointing forward, small arrow here pointing forward, pointing forward. I believe I have all the fuel lines in the right position and only need to raise the fuel tank. Fuel tanks mounted. I've gone ahead and mounted these evap lines here. Still need this filler neck, but other than that, the fueling should be done more or less. This is going to be good. All right, so the fuel tank has been installed. I used some new tank straps here, but I found out that I could have just as well reused the old ones, being they are stainless steel, so you could have cleaned them and polished them. All fuel lines and so are connected as well. New fastener here. I still need to connect the fuel tank from the top, that is the electrical connections, but I'll wait with that until we have the suspension installed. Oh, kind of heavy. These here are supposed to be tightened for 77 Newton meters, and these are 90 Newton meters. So that's what we're gonna do. Like this. Okay, so I actually thought I had installed the rear subframe, and okay, I did, but I made a mistake when I installed the drive shaft here. I realized that this cross brace thingy here is actually part of it, so I'll need to uninstall the front bolts again. It's no biggie though. I have it supported here, so we should be able to just good. Seem to recall this one sitting here somewhere. Oh. Oh, fuck. This one is broken. This one is fine over here, but this one's not gonna work. Oh, okay. First, I'm gonna try and make a mark. That way we'll be able to center the actual drill. Good. All right. maybe the better option would be to buy new, but I'm gonna try and clean this. And then here where the holes are corroded, I seem to recall here I have these here, which I'm hoping I'll be able to use to keep it in place. But yeah, let's see if it's even cleanable. It's better, but not perfect. All right, I think this is about as good as we'll get it without spending obscene amounts of time on it. So this is where we are at. Okay, now I can say that the subframe has been installed. New bushings everywhere and so on. Painted. This little cross member here, that we also managed to paint. Fuel tank installed, hooked up. There's still a lot of way to go, but it's at least starting to look like a car now. Next project will be, well, I'm gonna rebuild the trailing arms so that I can start hooking up all the suspension parts here for the subframe. New wheel bearings, so on. I'll probably even restore the drive shafts as well. And then we're at a place where we just more or less need to hook up the exhaust. So yeah, I just want to say a big thank you for watching. I'm almost at 200 subscribers, which is 199 more than I anticipated. Again, I'm just doing this for fun, trying to learn something new with video editing and present myself a little bit better towards a camera, maybe even develop my English skills a little bit. It's strictly for fun, but with that being said, I really do appreciate the many subscribers and the views that I get. It makes it a lot more fun to actually restore this car. So again, a big thank you if you've subscribed already, and if you haven't, consider subscribing or leaving a comment, and a big thank you for watching. Bye.